Welcome back to the video. So this video unfortunately was supposed to be close to a few days after the official release, which was around the beginning of December, but unfortunately I was busy with finals week and also winter break kind of took a toll on myself, so I'm finally getting out to this video overall. This video will also be a little bit more of the simpler kind, won't be doing a lot of some of the editing within this, so I'm just mostly going to be talking this on the fly and giving my overall thoughts first on Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage, aka Project Sekai. So I'm going to be giving 5 reasons why I like the game. In a future video, I'll probably give some more suggestions later on and seeing what I would like to see more in Colorful Stage, since with some fellow connections, we're not in a official big update yet, so we're kind of still in that little beginner phase. Within this, we're going to go get started officially, and we are going to start with the first one of the first reason I would like to give on why I like Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage is the B-maps. So starting off with this, we're going to go a little bit showing what you can do. We're just going to put this on auto overall and then show you all what are some good examples. I'll be playing more of this when I do my stream at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time when this video comes out, which is around like 30 minutes from now. I'll re-mention that at the end of the video. But for those who are watching here today, you'll definitely see that. So here's some of the examples of what you could see within a bead map. So you'll see a lot of different stuff in this as well. And I kind of like the creativity within this as well. A lot of these are kind of not the same jumbled notes within it. You'll have some different tech, you'll have a lot of different stuff, and what I think Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage does well at is the mixture around different levels. So that's just some of the example that we have over here, but when we get to the main song choices, we can go see there's a lot of different areas. I especially love a lot of the different choices that we have here. And it does, of course, you see that I haven't unlocked everything, unfortunately, but I'm excited to go see this as well. And for future songs, since a lot of the beat maps differ, yes, definitely apparently we hosted our Colorful Stage tournament on the English server, so really excited to go see more of that as well. Now, the second reason why I actually like this game is a lot of the grinding that happens within this. In some rhythm games, I have a big pet peeve overall where there's a lack of gems or such of any nature, where it is really hard to grind except through lives, through stories, and if you completely run out of story, then that's really harsh on you. I'd say this game is a very unique in this aspect just because this one has a lot to grind within it. So for example, you kind of see like this conversation overall between these two characters. You have this, you'll talk about this, and you get 10 gems. So that might not seem much, but it's something that's very good because if you take a look at within the map, there's a lot to do. It's not just this area, you also have the Sekai area, and a lot of these new stuff as well will help give you gems and also more areas for your story. And we'll get back to this later on. And not just that, not just utilizing area conversations, of course you got solo shows as well. You can also get stuff from watching a virtual show, which we'll get to as one of my reasons next, funnily enough. And also thoroughly anything lesson, and you can spend a lot differently with this. So you can do stuff like use these for pulls. You can use these stuff when you go into you can go use these for main effects. So for example, we'll go into the virtual shows later on, and you can get some nice aesthetics that you can get for your virtual show avatar like this. Unfortunately, I have not bought anything, but this is a very good example of what this game definitely has to offer. And we can go transition on to the next point, which is the virtual shows. Now, the virtual shows, unfortunately, there is no shows that I'm able to show you at the moment. I will be giving a very good example when I go live on Twitch at 6 p.m. Today when this video was uploaded. But I'll definitely go show you all like a visual right here in this area of what a virtual show like generally looks like. But what's great about utilizing the virtual shows is, for example, you can go over here, I can create a room, and then we'll go directly into the room, and then you'll kind of see like a very unique lobby over here. So if you take a look at this, you can have a lot of thorough walk around. You can even chat like actual text, like this. As some for example, and then of course you can use some of the stamps that we have over here and some of the nice actions. It's really nice because it has that experience of really being in a concert, even though you are not like physically there. So I really like that nice touch, and this is one of my favorite aspects of Project Sekai. The next thing I would like to say also is the uniqueness in groups. Now, I say that because the great thing about all these groups is that it's similar to D4DJ's area, where there's very much there's everything for everyone. So in D4DJ Groovy Mix or D4DJ in general, there's basically different styles of like close to like EDM subgenres. This case, you kind of have a little bit of everything in this. And it's really great because with the uniqueness of groups, it's great to recommend stuff from outside to people. So for example, if you're a fan of more like the instrument stuff, like franchises like K-On! And Bang Dream, this is very good to reference them to Leonid. Then you go to over here, more and more Jump. If you're more a fan of a lot of the Idol franchises, this is a very good place to start as well. And then you also got Vivid Bad Squad. If you're kind of like into stuff such as main foreign pop overall, this is a very great group to utilize. I especially recommend this as this has a lot of favorite songs from myself. This group is very great and has a nice different style in terms of dance choreography. So that's there for talking about Vivid Bad Squad. Wonderland Showtime, very unique group. And what's also very nice apparent about that is that we actually have a little bit of a mixed group within this. So it's very nice to go have to do a lot of different stuff, because sometimes you kind of lean more towards a group of all female characters. So this is very nice to go have some of that nice balance added within the group over here. And they also have a very fun story. This is one of the most popular groups as well. So definitely recommend this as well. And it's very cool. And then lastly, we have my favorite group, of course, Night Court at 2500. Or basically Night Court at 1 AM for the English-speaking audience. This over here is a very unique group, and I haven't actually read overall their story, but I've seen a lot of their side stories as well, and they're also very heart-wrenching bunch of people. So it's of course they have all these are just my favorite girls. Like majority of my top 10 include these characters. So funnily enough, there's that. And of course you got the virtual singers, and this actually is a nice transition into my final point, which is the virtual singers area, aka Vocaloid nostalgia. Now for me, for my experience of Vocaloid, I got into Vocaloid around 2013. I'd say I got it around when I was listening to mostly Supercell as producer, but I only really peaked until 2014, where 2014 I went to Miku Expo. So I went to Miku Expo during that time, and it was a very nice experience. I went into Nokia Theater, which is now Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles, and it was a very fun experience over there. My Vocaloid hype kind of died down a little bit though, as I was more discovering other stuff like anime and mobile games. So I kind of a little bit lessened down on that, but I had a general understanding of what Vocaloid was until we came to this game releasing out, and I'm just thoroughly addicted to this. And I'd say it is very great that a lot of people are getting into this from all parts. Similar to what talking about the groups, a lot of people are really researching not just these Vocaloid characters, but also the Vocaloid producers. For me, I actually did not know who Mitchie M was at the beginning, but now he's my favorite producer next to Teddy Lloyd. So there's that. And then I also recently got into Giga, because Giga has a lot of very good songs from Vivid Bad Squad. And I also have known Deco 27 ever since they started putting songs in that in D4DJ Groovy Mix. So it's very great to see a lot of these different aspects, and it's very fun to have a lot of representation within this as well. So I'd say that the uniqueness in groups, and also giving that nice Vocaloid nostalgia for not just people who are trying to get into Vocaloid, but a lot of diehard fans as well. a lot of you all deserve it within the Vocaloid community, and it's just very fun to see so many people jumping into the game as well. So other than that, that's actually been it pretty much for talking about my first thoughts. As I mentioned before, I'm going to be streaming by the time this video is up in basically 30 minutes. I'm going to be streaming, I'm mostly going to be streaming this game. I'm going to be doing some grinding, of course, in the current event, since I am planning to do a tier session. So hopefully y'all go check that out on twitch.tv/ChinnyClan. I'll be starting at 6 o'clock p.m. and I'll be starting with the Mafuyu show over here, as you all see. But other than that, that's been pretty much it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed some of my main reasons. I'll definitely try to put out some more Colorful Stage content in the near future. Other than that, continue to embrace the darkness, and we will see you all in the next video.